Hey everybody, it's Ryan McKnight, founder of MormonLeaks. Today is Tuesday, June 27th, 2017, and many of you may have been looking for a leak this morning, as we normally do release our leaks on Tuesday mornings. We had a leak this past Saturday regarding the LDS Church's Public Affairs Committee in the United Kingdom, and that's going to be our leak for this week. So look for some more stuff next week. I wanted to make a quick video. It's not going to take very long. We'll call it kind of a state of the site update, as we're halfway through our first calendar year. Our site started in early mid-December of 2016. So here we are in the end of June 2017. We've had a full 6 months of operation. It's been eventful, exciting, and so I just wanted to kind of give a little recap of that and kind of say where we're at going forward, a couple of announcements, that kind of thing. So obviously we've had a great success. If you would have told me, back in December when the website went live that I'd be sitting here making this video talking about all the different leaks that we've had and media coverage, I really probably would not believe you. I actually kind of thought that the site would dovetail and kind of burn out pretty quickly. But on the other hand, my hunch that there was a need for this kind of a site, I suppose, turned out to be correct. And shortly after launching the site, we started getting inundated with documents. So one of the things that we're most proud of, more really than any individual document that we've released, is the conversations around the documents. We take the position pretty strongly that we've fostered really good discussion, both on the different forums that we manage, Facebook and things like that, and then just sort of out there in the internet, but whether it be Reddit, comment sections in the newspapers, some great KUTV, Salt Lake Tribune, even Deseret News posts on their respective Facebook pages that have, I believe some of them have over 1,000 different comments, and the debate is great, and that's really what we want, the conversation about transparency, the importance of it, or the lack of importance for some people. So that, at least speaking for myself, and I think it's pretty safe to say the rest of my team would agree with me, that the accomplishment that we're most proud of up to this point is the discussion that we've initiated. I get a lot of questions about whether or not we're running out of documents. The answer is no. I currently have between 500 and 600 documents that haven't been released. I haven't even been able to go through all of them, through like a proper vetting. I would imagine that most of them will eventually be released, but it's possible there's some in there that that won't be released. Time will tell. But for the foreseeable future, we're going to stick to our Tuesday schedules, scheduled release. At some point we'll take another break like we did after the past general conference, just to sort of recharge our batteries. But yeah, no shortage of documents. But I suppose eventually those will run out. But we keep getting submissions. At least I usually get at least one submission package a week, sometimes multiple, through the secure drop, and so it's working greatly. It's been a huge success, the implementation. We were a little worried about the fact that it requires the use of a Tor browser, but that doesn't seem to have really hindered anybody. So we're really happy about that too. And kudos for that goes to team member Privacy P. Pratt. He really is, as far as the website goes, he is the brains behind the website. I could have never, ever done what he has done with that website. So my hat is off to him. I did want to make a quick announcement. Some of you may have already seen this. A couple of weeks ago, our team member Scott Fawcett submitted his resignation. I made a post about it on the Facebook page. We are appreciative of his contribution. He had a huge impact on on MormonLeaks up to this point, and we are grateful for all the help that he has contributed to our site, both on the front lines, where his main responsibility was managing social media, and then also behind the scenes, where he was a key player in many of the different decisions that we've made up to this point. So thank you, Scott, on behalf of the rest of our team. So what that leaves us with right now, we have Privacy Pete Pratt. Me and him are kind of the main people right now. And we still have a couple of people that are completely anonymous, sort of behind the scenes, offering their sage words of wisdom, keeping me in line, reeling me in when I need it. And hopefully that's not too often, but it's always good. And anybody who is in any position of management will know exactly what I'm saying here. It's always good to surround yourself with people that will not just say yes to anything that you say. And I've been really fortunate to have found people like that who are willing to say, you know, hey, let's think about this for a second, or think about that for a second. And that's come into a great benefit. So to those of you that are helping behind the scenes, you know who you are. I hope one day we can attach your name to this project. But either way, thank you. And I'm sure Privacy Pete Pratt thanks you as well. Sunstone coming up. July, I think it's July 26th. It's the last weekend in July. The festivities kick off on Wednesday of that week. I will be flying into Salt Lake City Wednesday morning. And they have kind of like an opening thing. I think there's a speaker on Wednesday night. It's kind of more low-key. And then all the different lectures kick off on Thursday. So MormonLeaks will be doing 2 lectures. Our first one will be Thursday night, right before dinner. It's the last one of the day. See Sunstone's website for the exact schedule, because you know, I don't think I got it wrong, but you know, double check me on that. So that Thursday night, it's basically an introduction to MormonLeaks. It will be me and Privacy Pete Pratt, although he will not be there in person. He wanted to be there in person, and possibly it was going to be his sort of coming out party, but he has some prior engagements that don't allow him to be there in person. So he will join us via Skype. I believe it will be a black screen, though. He's not going to come out quite yet. But we'll each give kind of a 15, 20-minute spiel of, you know, of our journey, sort of how through MormonLeaks to today. And then we will open it up to questions. That's kind of, we want to leave the most time for questions. And we'll say this during the presentation before we start, you know, as people are writing down whatever questions they have, we'll say it now. There's no questions that are going to be off limits. We don't want people to feel like they're going to put us on the spot, or it's an embarrassing question. We want any and all questions, critical, positive, inquisitive, no holds barred. Doesn't mean we'll fully answer the questions. You know, obviously if somebody says, you know, what's the name of the source that did this or this and that, and, you know, no comment. Okay. So, but any question on the table. The next day, Friday, I think it's after lunch. Again, double check the schedule, but I will be doing a presentation myself. I've titled it Transparency for All. I may change that title, but basically I want to give a presentation about transparency in general, and how organizations like the LDS Church have an ethical responsibility to be transparent, even though they may not have a legal responsibility. And then I want to also talk about how active members should support MormonLeaks, even though the knee-jerk reaction is to not support MormonLeaks. I want to try to maybe change a few minds on that point, although I don't really expect to be able to, but fingers crossed. So I'm looking forward to it. Even though there'll be just those 2 presentations, I'm going to be there all weekend. Like I said, I fly in Wednesday morning. I leave Sunday morning, come back to Las Vegas. So I'm looking forward to meeting everybody, and all these internet people that I interact with. Some of you I've met in person. Most of you I haven't. So any of you that are going to be in at Sunstone, don't be shy. Come up and say hello. And you know, hopefully there'll be some parties going on in the evenings, whatever. I'm looking forward to participating in all of that. I think that's pretty much it. You know, we're going to move forward as always. We haven't heard from the church. A lot of people ask me that. Have you heard from the church since that, you know, enemies list slideshow ordeal? We haven't heard from them. We don't expect to. You know, we don't want to hear from them. We're not looking for a fight. It's our hope that, you know, they let us do our thing. We let them do their thing. And, you know, hopefully we can help, you know, move the needle of transparency a little bit. There's my phone. I'm not going to edit that out because I'm almost done with the video. Yeah, email me your questions if you got any. And other than that, peace.